Hello, welcome to Let's Talk About It. Somebody's got to say it. I'm your girl Lavonda, and today I want to talk about reactions and responses. And the reason I want to talk about that is because your reactions and responses to everything can determine the outcome. Because what you need to realize, you have the power to determine the outcome of everything that goes on with your reactions and your responses. Just because you're operating in your job and you come across problems, that's life. That's everyday life. That's everyday life. People pulling on you left and right. You're dealing with situations, problems arise. People coming at you. You feel like people trying to keep you from enjoying your life, taking care of your home. Remember this, first and foremost, your home is your first ministry. Your home is your first ministry. But no matter what the situation is, how you respond, like I said, and your reactions are everything. Stop getting mad and upset and ready to fight, go off, wind up in jail, want to kill somebody and all that because they came at you sideways. Or people asking you to do things that you can't do. You don't have to get mad and you don't have to respond to everything. When you begin to face adversities and problems, as you will always have living on this here earth, like I said, how you respond and how you act is everything. Try talking to a person, no matter how hostile they are, just let them calm down. Revisit the situation. Or let them know in a polite way that you don't appreciate that or how they talk to you, the tone. Because sometimes it's not what people say, it's how they say it. And how you say things, you can turn the situation around. You don't have to get on somebody's level if they're on 1,000. You don't have to get on 1,000 with them. Just express to them in a nice way. Look, we can talk about this, but first I need you to calm down so we can talk about this like adults. You don't have to respond or react like people do. Don't give people that much power over you to keep you out of character, especially when you're trying to change. Because a lot of times when you're trying to change, that's when people want to make you have the wrong response or reaction to everything that's going on in your life or around you. But you got to learn how to be the bigger person and not respond or react like they do. People want to pull you in every direction or make it seem like you don't have a life or anything going on and want you to be everything they want you to be and everywhere they want you to be. You don't have to respond wrong or react unseemly. If you can't do something, just let them know, hey, I'm not going to be able to do this. You don't owe nobody a whole long proclamation, declaration, explanation. Just say, I can't do it, or I already have something planned, or I have something going on. And leave it at that. You don't even have to react to it or anything. And don't even let your facial emotions react to things. Because your facial reactions says a whole lot of what you're not saying. So learn to stay calm. And let your yes be yes and your no be no. Don't put yourself in situations that will sow discord. Like I said, everybody is dealing with something and going through something, and that's life. But you have the power. You have the power to turn any situation or outcome around by your response and your reactions. Stop letting people trigger you to react and respond the wrong way. Like I said, if you tell somebody that you can't do something or you have other plans, just leave it at that. And if they come back at you with a bunch of questions, why this and why that, just respond with, I just can't do it. You don't have to explain things, especially if you're a private person. You don't have to let people know everything that you got going on. A simple, I can't, will be suffice. And if they're pressing the issue, a lot of time it's not because they really want you there or need you to do it. Because sometimes you have to make people think about the what if. What if you weren't around? What if you were not here? What if you were out of the country or anything? And I get it. Some people are just nosy or want to be all up in your business so they can tell the next person. And that's another thing with response and reactions. You got to be careful who you talk to, who you give your information to. Because responding and reacting to everything can lead to what you said and make it be turned into a whole nother situation. Or say you said this or you did this or you acted this way. And by the time it gets to the second or third person, it's going to be a whole totally different story. Opposite of everything you said or done. So like I said, your reactions and your responses are everything. So learn to respond and react the right way. And again, you don't have to give your business to everybody. If someone comes to you and tells you that you have to tell them what's going on or why you can't do something, ask them to show you in the Word meaning the Bible, where it says that you have to tell someone everything that you're going through and dealing with. Because sometimes, a lot of times people are dealing with things and they going through it with grace and being happy and at peace. You know why? Because they trust God. And by trusting God, that means you don't have to spread your business. A no is just a simple no. You can't do it, just as simple you can't do it. So learn how to respond and react properly so that you can keep your peace and keep walking in your process gracefully and allow God to deal with people and situations. Because I promise you, the right reaction and right response will turn out a whole lot better than you think. If you give every problem, every situation over to God and let Him handle it, because He will deal with it better than you can. The Word says, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. So why do you feel like you have to get it? You don't. So learn how to respond and react properly to things that are going on around you so that you can stay in character. Stop letting people get you out of character unnecessarily. That's all I have to say today, and thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk About It. Somebody's got to say it. I'm your girl, Lavonda, and remember, your reactions and responses can determine the outcome of everything going on in your life. You have a great day, and remember, God loves you, and I do too, and there ain't nothing that you can do about it. Take care, and respond and react properly.